All right. It looks like I'm live, so let me head over to YouTube, and that way I can see things the way everybody else will see them. Just gotta get there. You know the drill. Every day, the same thing. Well, every day that I come on live. I hope that you are all having a great Tuesday, that you had a wonderful start to your weeks, and that the weather is warming up for you in all the places where it was cold. It has got mighty hot, mighty fast here, I'll tell you that much. Come along. All right, let's click on that. So I've already started working on picking out the papers, and I'm doing the thing that I've forgotten on the last couple that I made. I really prefer to. That I've forgotten on the last couple that I made. I really prefer to ink the edges before I sew in the signature pages. When you have a lot of pages, this is tedious, but it is great work if you are binging something or you're listening to an audiobook. Now, if I'm doing an audiobook, I definitely have to go with something light and fluffy. I couldn't do a nonfiction, even though this is repetitive. I just tend to zone out. Hey, Stephanie, how's it going? But this is or just sitting and having a conversation with somebody, as long as they aren't annoyed by the noise, you know. So I've only got a few pages left to ink here, and then we'll sew in the signature and we'll be done with the donut journal. And then we're going to take a look at the original glue book that I haven't worked on in quite a long time, because I think we have enough stuff to finish it up now. I think we're going to swap out that casino bug that we were going to do for something else, because we have lots of stuff to choose from now. I'd like to get that one wrapped up and get the signature sewn in the new one that I made, but it's just been sitting in a bin. I never did get around to getting the signature sewn in. It's going. Yeah, that's about the size of it, isn't it? Just 2 more pages left to ink. I know this isn't very exciting, but I kind of went with the same colors, the same stringy. It was the donut candy one. So I kind of felt like the pages were the same. I think the next couple I do, maybe we'll use some children's book pages for funsies. I don't know what the theme is next month, so we'll have to see. But the color just felt kind of like these were right. The apple green, the aquamarine, the nice yellow, a little bit of tea dyed, some lavender. But I love the inked edges, I really do. And edges on pages are hard to ink once the book is in the... It's not impossible, but it is a lot more difficult. So I tend to go black or brown with the inking unless I have a very colorful book, you know. I just happen to love potting soil, and that's what I'm running with. Okay, last one. And I did cut this one a little short, and I dropped the ink pad on it. Had a moment. Hey, Rebecca. How's it going for you, lovely lady? So, yeah. I have a lot of journals to work on this month, and glue books for the shop. So we'll probably be doing at least some of that live. Choosing pages and whatnot. I got this. It's not quite straight, is it? Nope, we're just going to go with it. It's going to be a little wonky, and we're going to live with it. Hope you're having a great evening over there. There we go. And all that'll be left is to sew in the signatures. And voila, we'll have a little fun food glue book. Just something light and fun. I think I saw that there were a couple of other people on live. I think there might be a sale going on. Okay. Oops, no, I feel like I messed this over here. Maybe I just didn't quite enough on there. There we go. So we'll put that away. So here we are. This is the cover we worked on last time that we were on live. We've got our fruit on the inside, our donuts on the outside. Nice little muslin on the binding to give it some strength. And here is our signature, which we're gonna, oops. Burnish that down just a little bit. Let's make sure there are 7 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is the middle. Ta-da! So here we are. We're going to slide that right in there. Make sure everything nothing's hanging way over the edges. We're going to get our penguin. So we've got our thread. We'll get a needle. Get it all. We only need 1 needle. I like to keep it in the tray because it's rolled off my desk to the back of my desk to the side of my desk. And I always worry that I'm going to wind up with a needle in my foot, in the bottom of my foot. And I won't just step on it a little bit, you know. I'll go all in. All right, so everything is in its proper place. Short book, we're just going to do a 5-hole. And away we go. And I'm just going to eyeball it. I do, because I made this one middle page a little bit shorter, I do want to come in a little bit more from the end than I might otherwise. Eventually, I'd like to get one of those cradles where you can just put the book in the, it lays like this and you just punch the holes. I would only do that, though, if I were making tons and tons of books. They're not terribly expensive, but they do take up space. And that's kind of at a premium right now. But as I create more books, that may be something I want to look into. Let's leave that stuck in the middle hole for now so that we keep all the pages lined up. And measure for how much thread we want. We want about 3 times the length of the book plus a smidge more. The smidge more is just because I already lost track. 1, 2, 3, and a smidge more, right? Are you guys working on anything? What you been doing this week? Working, not working, taking it easy, organizing, doing chores, spring cleaning. What's going on in your world? All right. Oh, I like mine to be on the inside. That is my personal preference. I've known quite a lot of people who prefer that it ties on the outside because it's much easier to cover that knot on the outside with some lace or some paper tape, or we could not be able to pull this through there we go. It's just easier to cover the knot up if you really want to. The other way to do it is to put an envelope in the center that you can then, like a homemade envelope that hides all the knots. And then you have a nice little extra tuck in the middle of your journal. And you've hidden your strings. At least the center knot. You can hide the whole thing. I've lost there it is. Maybe. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Coloring is fun. What kind of image? There's so many kinds of coloring books these days. You could go old school kids coloring book. And then there are just so many adult ones, all kinds. It's amazing what they've come out with. And I need this to be on the other side of the string. Okay, now let's tighten that all up. Pull it nice and snug. And then we shall tie it down. Ooh. Oh, 6 weeks of recovery, huh? Well, we will definitely keep you in our thoughts. Send positive healing energy your way. And know that if you ever need a little company, we're always here for you. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. That's gonna, wow, Rebecca. Well, hopefully it will help with your ongoing issues, though. And you'll have a speedy, safe recovery. That is my wish for you. All right, so here we go. Look at me being good. I'm putting all my stuff away. Back into the penguin. And we've done it. So we've done our two. There's my 12 of 22 May Dealer's Choice. We did the fabric covered, where we collaged some fabric together. That's the inside. Wait, sorry. Oops. And like I said, very similar page colors. We did one with a little pockety thing there. And we're just I'm not finishing these in any way because they're going to be glue books and we're going to finish them then. Hey, Mary. Welcome, welcome. So here is our donut journal, our food journal. with it's all complete. And we chose very similar pages. I did put a music page in here and one of those kind of kindergarten newsprint pages with the big lines on it. You can use whatever you have laying around. You can use junk mail. Does not have to be fancy papers. But since I dye paper, I feel like I should use it. They're a little bit different in size, but they're upcycled from magazine covers. I had these really thick magazine covers. And so I'm done with my 12 of 22. I just have to do a little flip through and post it on Al's channel. Done. All right. So if you'll bear with me for a moment, I'm going to grab my bucket. Oh, I forgot to get it down before we started, even though I knew I was doing this. Give me just a second. Okay, almost there. Oh, it weighs 900 pounds. Oof. Okay. This was so light when we started it. And now it's super heavy. And we have, that's the wrong side. There we go. Semi-soft cover. Look at how she has grown. Let me grab the one that's, I don't have the signature in yet. Let's see here. By comparison, this one is not complete. But you can see this one started out looking exactly like this. It was the same. Let's see if I can. So this is the separate journal. So you can see how much that's grown in being filled up with images and stuff. This is the new one. We were working on it a while ago. Quite a long while ago, honestly. See, I never got past. This is as far as I got. We got the inside cover pages put in. We got it covered with the fabric. We chose Scoliolios. And then we had chosen some stuff. So we had chosen the signature pages, but nothing had been trimmed down or anything like that. So this is one that we need to finish. This is our next group work on, but I'm going to make a few Christmas ones and a few Halloween ones and I have like a set of 10 kind of over a variety of themes that I want to make. Yes, she's a thick girl. So we got one waiting in the wings, which just needs to be finished up. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move this stuff so I have enough room because she is a big book. I'm doing better than you? Oh, not really. Married only looks like I'm getting a lot done because I'm doing some of it on camera. I got to be honest with you. I'm very far behind on many, many things. Not at all where I would like to be. But I appreciate you guys showing up and spending time with me so much. You know? Okay, so here is our front pocket. And we still have our image in here for the cover. Oh, sorry. This is our cover image, and we're going to layer it with a couple of other things. But that is our main cover image. It's from the You Can't Scare Me book that we got quite a few things out of this journal for. What else is here? Okay. I think these were things we were going to add to pages. Okay. Yeah, that was the name of the book. A lot of the stuff in here came from there. I'm going to do my best to show it to you guys. We may have to move out further. Sorry. Let me see if I can maybe... Bear with me. How's that? That's a little better, yeah? Thanks, Mary. Okay, so I think we get a better... You can at least see both pages. And we did have a flip out here. And it's got just a it was not Frankie themed. But this was our Frankie kind of thing that we did. We had that book full of movie posters, which is where a lot of this stuff came from. And then we got just a fall page here. So we're just kind of doing a retrospective. Some of you who have been around a long time have seen this, you know, many, many, many times. There's our creepy children. Our weird monkey. Almost human. And over here we got our autopsy morgue thing. Got a brain. There's a embryo. That's something to do with chickens and the CDC. Here's a zombie. I haven't looked at this in a long time, guys. There's our fun cupcake witches. And our vintage Coke ad, guys. Our vintage Coke ad. I love it. The base is some of my dyed papers. Let's see. This is a dyed file folder of mine. Yeah, some of them are book pages. This is from a game. There were these, I got them at the thrift store. And it was like a 3-page booklet from some kind of game. And I think it was a D&D type of game where it outlined various clans. So some of it is my paper and some of it is book pages. Some of it is dyed file folders. This red piece is my paper right there. This is a children's book right here. It's a cover of a children's book. Now I do use those in my glue books because they're sturdy and fun. But this is a glue book that I made for, it's now been through 2 Halloweens plus. We've got Jamie Lee Curtis up there from the remake of Halloween. So this was a fall Halloween kind of themed thing. This is from a children's book page. You can see we just added things to it and we were having fun. These are all from the movie poster book where we went through and we picked out what we thought were the good teen Scream movies. And kind of nostalgic for kind of people my age-ish. There's something from Alien. And we just were these are from the You Can't Scare Me book. That's from a tattoo magazine. Somebody sent me that picture of the giant. It's a giant wolf sculpture out in the woods, and it's got like moss and stuff hanging off it from just being stuff that's fallen out of trees. It looks pretty cool. And this is from a National Geographic. And then here is our Amityville Horror House. Then on the other side of that is a little bit of creepy baby thing going on. And then we had a baby, they x-rayed a tomb or something. And this was an infant skeleton. But the Amityville Horror House, you got to have it. This is our witch and zombie page, kind of, you know, the old school. Devils and witches and stuff. So that's kind of where we conglomerated those things. And these are both, that's a book page, a book cover, a children's book cover, you know, soft children. And this is this page is the red pages from my dyed paper. We've got this is kind of a shamanic page. We've got the cave paintings and people going into a cave, and that is a shaman from a National Geographic. We've got some bones here, psychometry. Let's see. Oh, stuff fell out of the. So this is from a National Geographic here, and then we made these tags to go in. Carla Farrington recommended the candy corn nose. I just love this painted pumpkin in black and orange. Really love that. Came out of this pocket. And the You Can't Scare Me was probably tucked in here too. That is a napkin right there on a piece of my dyed paper. Just a random monster kind of collage. This was our kind of homage to video games. These are all images from video games. And that's on the back of a file folder, apple green. More movie posters from, these are all the damsel in distress ones, right? They're all like scantily clad, being carried by some sort of monster. These are some of Brooke's Creepy Baby Digi on a placemat. This is the wavy edge placemat that I had a while back. And then this is our Grim Reaper page. We've got our Reaper. You know, there's always an element of time, creepy eyes. This is a page out of that pamphlet style for the game I told you about. We thought it was kind of creepy enough. It's a schematic for Fortress. And then we had our tags here. We've got the creepy Carpathian forest with the misty forest. And then we've got a little creepy baby going on. These are obviously those banner type things that I used as tucks. More movie posters. Psycho, that's a classic. Day of the Triffids, that's way, way back, right? Empire of the Ants, I remember seeing that a long time ago on a Sunday movies. They used to show scary movies early in the morning on Sundays. Okay, so this is the Lizzie Borden house. And on the other side of that, we put a Ouija. This was leftover file folder that we turned into a tuck. And then we have our Joker and Harley Quinn pages. These are the hags from the Shakespeare play. But also I like hags. And then on the other side of that, some more creepy baby from Brooke. That is also leftover file folder. That's a leftover black file folder from something that I did. And then we had our it all started with this image. This came out of a Game Informer magazine, and I kind of went hog wild with all the various kind of. There's from the movie with Joaquin Phoenix. There is a super creepy fan art Joker. That's Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson. There's an animated, a comic version of Harley Quinn. That's just a creepy fan art kind of thing. I really like that. More Jack Nicholson here. Extra creepy. I think it's this one, just a sepia tone. More Harley Quinns. There's a chibi Joker. There's a Margot Robbie. And that's the original Joker from the TV series with Adam West. I can't remember his name. It's something Hispanic. He did a really good job, too, being the Joker. So. And then we have next page, not creepy at all, fall. You know I love me some food backgrounds. Butternut squash makes me so happy. And coffee is always a thing in the fall, right? This is this is regular 24-pound, 8.5 by 11 paper used as a page. Here's our cryptids, so we could maybe add, we found that other bunch of cryptids. So we may be able to add in some more cryptids. This is a famous painting about nightmares. Can never remember the name of it, though. That's a peabog mummy. This is the, the Digi, the Pinup Girls Creepy Digi. You guys remember that? And that's a ruin, a building in ruins. Pumpkin page. This is the same. Toxic Babes, that's what this was called. This is from the Toxic Babes digital I got off of Etsy. Love it, love it, love it. Because it was kind of pinup girl images. Look at her boobs. So this is a red piece of my paper, the 32-pound paper. This is a book page. We've got a little loose corner there we'll have to take care of. And then this is from Janice, hexing because murder is wrong. And on the other side, I put one of those Toxic Babe digis. I just love them. This is a guy who does dowsing. And then we just had some other fun stuff. That's from children's books. That's from a magazine. We got the moon out of a magazine. This is a children's book cover right here. It was called There's a Ghost in My House. And the ghost was scared of everything. So we just embellished it with some stuff. We put a hat on the cat. We added in these ghosts and the spider. And a spider here. And then on the inside, we put decoupage paper, Halloween decoupage with spider webs. And then we just collaged over it some fun stuff. There's an apple, a pumpkin. There's a little bat and a skull. Just all these fun little elements came from various people who sent me Happy Mails. This is a placemat, one of those big, big placemats. Love him. He's a art piece I got that I had shrunk down. Elle shrunk it for me. This is from an old magazine. It's two aliens and the police are watching, and I just thought it was fun. This was a boo-boo from Elle's Haunty. Classic Halloween image. That's out of a craft book for kids. It was a Halloween projects. Creepy nurse. Creepy baby. This is also a piece of art. I buy creepy art. And because the book's for me and it wasn't for sale, I felt okay making a copy and shrinking it down and including it here. This is from the ghost portion of the You Can't Scare Me book. Here we have a big picture of the moon. Just some nice, fun collaging. And then here are our funerary statues that we made into little tags. This is a page from a kid's book backed on. This is an illustrated medical dictionary page that we used as one of the pages. Love those witches. They're so fun. So this was kind of a mix between creepy and kitschy and cute and fall and Halloween. We kind of did a little bit of everything. This is bats at the beach. Here's a pumpkin. I just like the pumpkin ones. And then we did a little creepy woods and cemetery. And then there's some creepy kids that look like they're about ready to murder somebody. This is from Bats at the Beach too. Oh yeah, just fun little bits and bobs. That's another 24-pound, 8.5 by 11. Uh-oh. Stuck. There we go. That's a napkin. That's a foam sticker, a sparkly foam sticker. That's somebody sent me that in a Happy Mail, the little ticky things. We've got some foam, some felt bats here on another pumpkin page. Those fall magazines, that we get, and decoupage paper with bats on it. This is the backside of that kid's book. And then here we just did kind of a collection of generally scary things. This is our Rosemary's. Oh, we're not done with this. We need more Rosemary's Baby stuff, right? And this is a piece of my paper as well, I think. Yeah. That's a tea-dyed piece. And there's one of our Halloween pages where we did some printouts from the computer. And we used some of the stickers that Rebecca sent to me as a nice Happy Mail. There's our that's from the poster book that we had. And Carla Farrington got the rest of that. This is a piece of my red dyed paper. Here we hit the alien part where we did all our alien stuff. And then for some reason, Issy. Our poor little alien with his missing fingers. This is an Arlene doodle with the bugs and everything. It needs a little spider. Napkin here, creepy kids, some pumpkins. Now this is a vintage Halloween decoration. It was at one time a full skeleton, and I included him here. I attached him to the 8.5 by 11 page in here, and we just added stuff to him. The other side is our Lego alien abduction collage, which I got such a kick out of. This is our tarot divination, all that kind of stuff page where we just collected up a bunch of stuff, tarot cards and psychometry and stuff like that. This is our human sacrifice page. Don't worry, no humans were actually sacrificed. It's actually healing of Haitian ritual. Got a little bit of skeletons. That's part of that shaman picture from the other part of the book. That guy's just creepy. That's from the tattoo book. So this is a picture of it's a phenomena. It's kind of like the stigmata where injuries appear on your body with no apparent cause. She would get scratches on her face. Just a creepy looking kind of lady. Some, other creepy. This is like a triage hospital. Over here is our guy, and he's got his shadow as cast where it's like coming at him instead of doing what the shadow is supposed to do. But we also gave him a lobster hand. And these are our two little cutesy tags that we made to go under this tuck-in, tip-in thing. This is from that game booklet. And Carla Farrington suggested the skull in his mouth. There's I can't think of what movie that's from, but that's, the devil. This is some of my son's art that he did for me. And I wanted to include it here. And The Omen, because The Omen was a creepy movie. There's the Doberman from The Omen. But we've got just some other miscellaneous stuff here. There's a kind of alien thing, and there's a voodoo type zombie. That's from the Toxic Babes Digi. That's the historical Vlad that Dracula's based on. There's a bat on the movie poster for The Fearless Vampire Killers. Or, pardon me, but your teeth are in my neck. Old movie posters are so funny. More Dracula posters. Then we got a pumpkin thing going on over here. A little poem about Halloween. Brains. Just creepy blackbirds kind of going on here. This is the dot matrix paper that I put in here. This is a tip-in. We did some of that creepy Brook tape, but I didn't do a very good job with it. Alien head made out of human skulls. That's from an illustrated anatomy book there. Got more movie posters over here. Eyeballs. Day of the Dead page. This is from this is the one where the scarecrow is afraid of everything. This is from Tina Massey. I bought it from one of her sales. It's one of her hand-colored pieces that she die cut, along with some other fun stuff. And then over here we've got a spider and kind of a rune thing going on. This paper back here is a painted paper from Sharon O. And then here we go. A couple of tags that we made for that. And that's our Children of the Corn kind of creepy one. Spoon bender. Page from a children's book where we added in lots of stickers and other stuff just to make it fun. We didn't really do anything to this because I kind of liked it the way it was. We just added in this life-changing places. The big creepy guy on the other side of this book page here. They were like Halloween costumes. So we just kind of had fun. We added in a few little stickers and